Did the Toronto Maple Leafs just secure a key piece for the future, and almost no one noticed? And more, with Joseph while shining and Stolarz struggling, who should be the #1 goalie in the playoffs? The answer might surprise you. Welcome to Leafs News Fan Report, your trusted channel for everything about the Maple Leafs. If you're not part of our community yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Here, you won't miss a thing. Now check this out. While many are focused solely on the games, the Leafs made a bold behind-the-scenes move. John Prokop, a 6 feet 3 inches defenseman with 27 points in 36 NCAA games, has officially been signed to a one-year deal starting in 2025-26. He's joining the Marlies right away on a tryout. And if you've never heard of him, don't worry, most haven't. But the potential is there, and this might be one of those quiet moves that fans look back on and say, they nailed it. The Leafs front office is clearly thinking long-term. With the main defensive core mostly set for the coming seasons, adding a young, physical, and promising blue liner like Prokop shows strategic vision. His style fits perfectly with the team's new philosophy, and honestly, that's already half the battle. But the story doesn't end there. Joseph will once again had an outstanding game. His poise, calmness, reflexes, everything points to him being ready. On the other hand, Stolarz, who started strong, has been trending downward. So now what? Craig Berube will have to make a tough call. Stick with the veteran or bet on the rising star for the playoffs. Well, seems like the kind of goalie who rises in big moments. If he keeps this up, the Leafs could see a surprise shift in net, with a young netminder stepping up during the postseason. So, Leafs fans, had you heard of John Prokop? Do you think he could really be part of the team's future? And who should start in the playoffs? Woll or Stolarz? This battle between Woll and Stolarz could be the turning point of the season. Stolarz, despite holding it down for much of the year, seems to be feeling the pressure in the final stretch. Meanwhile, when Woll is tested against strong opponents, he responds with top-level performances. Are we witnessing the beginning of a new era in the Leafs crease? And here's a detail many forget. Woll actually has more playoff experience than Stolarz. It might seem surprising, but even a small bit of that experience matters when the ice heats up in the postseason. And if the Leafs want to go deep, they need someone who not only makes saves but inspires confidence when everything is on the line. Tonight, with Stolarz starting against the Rangers, all eyes will be on his every move. Will it just be another game, or the moment that defines who owns the crease in the playoffs? Meanwhile, the front office is staying sharp. The signing of Prokop, the goalie's performances, and even potential last-minute reinforcements, everything is being carefully assessed. The Leafs are building a puzzle not just to compete now, but to keep their title window open in the years to come. The question is, are the Leafs ready to make bold decisions? And you'll follow it all with us right here on Leafs News Fan Report. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We've got daily videos with breaking news, tactical analysis, and that unique insight only a passionate fan can provide. I thought the signing of John Prokop was a smart move. It's not the kind of headline-grabbing deal, but it's exactly the kind of bet winning teams make: low risk, good upside, and a vision for the future. He's young, has a physical presence, and showed he can play at a high level in college. If he develops well with the Marlies, he could absolutely become a useful piece on the main roster. And in an NHL where defensive depth makes all the difference, having someone like him growing within the organization is gold. Now about Joseph Woll. Man, to me, he has to be the starter in the playoffs. He's got ice in his veins, responds well under pressure, and seems more emotionally ready than Stolarz right now. I respect what Stolarz has done for us this season, but Woll is peaking at the right time, and the truth is playoffs are all about momentum. If it were up to me, I'd start Woll in Game 1 without thinking twice. The Leafs have a strong core, and if they make the right decisions now, we can dream of a deep playoff run. I'm confident. Beyond the confidence Woll brings in net, what impresses me most is his maturity in big games. We saw it in last year's playoffs, when he was thrown into the fire and still managed to stay calm and deliver solid performances. That's rare. Some goalies take years to develop that composure. Woll already has it at 25, and that makes me believe he's not just an option. He might be the future of the position in Toronto. As for Stolarz, man, he had a strong stretch, was important, and deserves respect. But the recent drop in performance is concerning. He doesn't seem as sharp, and in the playoffs, one soft goal can change everything. You can't take that risk when you have someone like Woll playing at this level. What I really hope is that the Leafs won't hesitate to make a bold decision if it's best for the team. Naming Wall the starter, if he keeps playing like this, isn't a gamble. It's the right choice based on the moment. And if it works, his confidence could grow even more, which would be great not just for these playoffs, but for the future too. So for me, this is the time to flip the switch. The Leafs need to show they've learned from past mistakes. Give Wall the net. Invest in what he's showing right now. And with a deeper, stronger defense, especially if Prokop develops well, we really can make some noise in this postseason. As a fan, I'm excited. For the first time in a long time, I feel like we're starting to think more strategically, both for now and for the future. And that's what gives real hope to the fan base. Go Leafs, go.